Okay, everybody. This video is going to be a call to action. This is concerning Missouri House Bill 2118, the Use of Self-Defense Bill, and sponsor is Representative Jared Taylor. Now, basically what this bill is, under current law, the defendant has the burden to prove he or she reasonably believe physical or deadly force is necessary to protect him or herself or a third person. That's under current Missouri law. This bill provides that there shall be a presumption of reasonableness that the defendant believes such force was necessary to defend him or herself or a third person. In other words, currently under Missouri law, the burden of proof is upon a defendant to prove that the use of force is necessary. This bill does is flip it back onto the state, where they have to prove it, which is how it's supposed to be. The burden of proof is supposed to be upon the state. The defendant is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty beyond a shadow of doubt in a court of law. But for some reason here in Missouri, when it comes to using force to defend yourself, it's the other way around. So this bill reverses it. Now, the last video I did was on this bill. It was letting everybody know that last Tuesday was when the hearing was going to be on this bill. Alright, now the reason why I'm doing this call to action here is, what we're going to do now, just watch what I do here. Type in house.mo.gov. That's going to bring us to the Missouri House of Representatives main page, and we want to click on hearings. And what this is this is going to have next week's schedule. Last Tuesday we had the hearing on House Bill 2118, where everybody got to testify for or against it. Now this week, and that was in the Special Committee on Government Oversight. And here we have on Tuesday, Special Committee on Government Oversight. This is the only scheduled hearing for this committee for the whole week. So my guess is there could be a possibility that they're going to vote, that the committee is going to vote on House Bill 2118, whether to stop the bill or move it on out and move it towards the floor for a vote. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click on this. Alright, now it shows in here you have one executive session on a bill, and then you've got 3 public hearings on 3 other bills. Now it doesn't say anything about voting on any other bills or anything, but that doesn't mean they're not going to. That's not a possibility. So there's a good chance that it could happen Tuesday. So what we're going to do, just to be on the safe side, is we're going to have a little call to action. Now watch what I do here, guys. I'm going to click on this Special Committee on Government Oversight, and this is going to pop up all the members on the Government Oversight Committee, Special Committee on Government Oversight. And right now, to my knowledge, the vote's going to pretty much go along party lines. The Democrats are going to vote no on it, and the Republicans are going to vote yes on it. Now, there's 2 exceptions. Like I said, pretty much party lines, except for these 2 guys right here. It's kind of, to my knowledge, that they may be sitting on the fence. Not necessarily against it or anything, but they still have some questions on it that they're not quite sure on yet. These 2 guys right here. And I actually got to talk to this guy. I had a good conversation with him. Because after the hearing last week, when the testimony was done, I went and started making my rounds and talking to everybody. And this guy was actually nice enough to come out he was actually out on the House floor, and he was nice enough to come off the floor and come out and talk to me. And it's not like he's against the bill or anything. He still just has a few questions about it, hasn't really read it yet. So, but as far as the part, of shifting the burden of proof from the defendant to the state, he has no problem with that whatsoever. So, like I said, it's not like we're talking to a couple of rhinos here. It's just, they just have a few questions. So what we're going to do And this guy right here, now I didn't get to talk to him, but I talked to his aide, and I think his main point, again, it has nothing to do with shifting the burden of proof from the defendant to the state, which is what the bill will do. But this guy used to be an ex-judge, to my understanding, what she told me, and he's just got a couple of little technical things. You know, he still wants to get some clarification on it. So again, it's not really a big deal. What we just kind of need to tip him over to our side a little bit. So basically, what I'm doing here, this call to action, is we need to send emails or make phone calls or both, and you know, to everybody here, at least all the Republicans, because you know they're going to vote yes. So you want to let them know that you approve of House Bill 2118, just so they know there's people that are watching this and aware. But and hey, you know what? If you want to email Democrats too, go for it. But if there's two people, you can only do it. These are the two guys we really need to concentrate on. We definitely need to make sure we get emails and phone calls to them with our support for House Bill 2118, and I think that'll help tip them over to our side if they're not leaning that way anyways. So basically what you do is, for any of these here that you want to send an email or phone call, you just click on the picture, scroll down, and you're going to have a phone number and an email. And again, we can go back and there's our other representative. Once again, you scroll down, phone number and an email. So that's basically what we need everybody to do, is if you can send them an email, like I said, sometime between now and Sunday and Monday. Like I said, the hearing's going to be on Tuesday. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be up for a vote yet, but let's not take chances, because it very well can. And like I said, we need to get the emails and also phone calls if you want to. And I tell you what, even if you don't live in Missouri, now if you live outside of Missouri, I would suggest not calling, because they can look at the phone number and tell it's out of state, but nobody's going to check an email. So if you're out of state and you're listening to this and you think it's a good idea, man, go ahead and send an email. If you live in a state, heck, I don't even care if you live in another country or halfway around the world, send them an email. Tell them you support House Bill 2118. So that's basically what we're doing here. And that's pretty much it, guys. So if we can make it, because I know there's some people who've been wanting to chomping at the bit, waiting to get involved and do some phone calls and stuff. So now's your chance. This is who we need to hit. I'm going to go back. We're going to do this again. These are two main guys we need to hit. And of course, again, you can also email and make calls to the rest of them too. Nothing wrong with that. But these are definitely the two we got to get. And I think if phone calls and emails, I shouldn't have no problem tipping them over to our side. So should be it, guys. I tell you what, I'm going to keep this short. I got a lot going on. I still got to do. So let's make those emails and phone calls. Let's get them over to our side, and let's get this thing voted out at committee and on towards the floor. Okay, with that said, thanks for watching, and if you like what you heard, spread the word.